Okay, I had a conversation this week with someone who was bringing a new product into the market, and they were very nervous, doing lots of research, and it was like, it's time to go, right? But there's a lot of fear with that, and rightfully so, because when you're bringing in something new to the market and the market has never experienced this before, and there's no bridge product, you have to educate the market on what that is. And even if it is just a market disruptor, and what I mean by a market disruptor is when it's something that there's a market that exists already, but you're bringing something new into it, right? Like Uber and Lyft was a market disruptor into the taxi industry. There was a great book called Outthink Your Competition that I love, and that's what inspired me to do my current businesses, because I really had a market disruptor inside of me, and I was so scared about that leap that it took me a long time to do it. And then finally, when I decided to do it, the struggle was real, trying to educate people and get people to understand that it was a market disruptor. But my flaw when I did it the first time was I didn't see it as a disruptor. I treated it like it was a whole new industry. So identifying the difference is big because it's going to give you different key metrics and points that you're going to want to look at. It's going to improve your research and how you're going to go about things. But don't be afraid of it. In fact, market disruptors are fantastic. The example I just gave you, right, of Uber and Lyft, they change and revolutionize how we get around and how we travel now, right? It's amazing. And everyone's got an app on their phone. You can go anywhere, almost any time of day. And it was such a massive disruptor. And it also gave so many people a new chance of being able to make income. So there's a lot we could go down that rabbit hole about that just being a disruptor in the market. But at the same time, don't be afraid to do it. You will need to do a little more research. And you will need to get very clear and concise on your messaging and really understand your audience. But you got to do that for any business. You're just going to put a little elbow grease on it and lean into it a little bit more. And so if you've got a market disruptor, what happens is you're able to leverage those other markets around you. And so, like I was talking about with like the driving, right? There's other examples when you look at tech, that's constantly happening in tech. You can see it now that knowledge and human interaction is the new commodity, right? Ever since COVID, well, prior to COVID, knowledge was becoming the new commodity. Post COVID, it's relationships. And so that's why you see so many coaching. That's why you see so many consultants and strategists, because these are people who have really excelled in relationships. And that's what people are looking for, is these really true connections of humanity. And so that's what you saw when everyone started going back out and going out in society, and they continue to, because they want that face-to-face time. It's a human thing. Anyways, when you look at these types of disruptors, you can see like the market is evolving and you are coming in with another layer, filling a gap. The beauty about that is there's already interest. There's already an identified market, which makes it easier and lower cost on your marketing funds. And it also makes it so that there are some labels and languages around it that people can resonate with and understand what that means. So don't be afraid to be a market disruptor. Oftentimes, those are some of the best and strongest businesses if you get the strategy right. Just dream big and go.